I'm really excited to this video for you guys. I've been thinking about it for a little while. We're gonna talk about the 7 body chakras today. I'm just gonna give you some very brief, condensed information. This is very beginner friendly. If you're curious about what your chakras are, how to open them, how to balance them, if you're looking for just an easy way to recalibrate them and check in with them if you haven't for a while, if you're just starting on your spiritual journey, this is an excellent place to start. This is where I started with my spiritual journey, and it made things a lot easier for me. So hopefully this is an informative video that you can get some really good, useful knowledge out of. I am not an expert, okay? Like, this is just the information that I use to help me. I found it was very helpful. I just gather more information as I've gone through my journey, as I've read books, talked to different people, learned things, looked articles up, and this is the method that I found is just really hits it on the nail without being overly complicated or intricate. So without further ado, let's get into the 7 chakras. Also, quick little excerpt. I got all of this information from a video that I'm going to link in the description box. It's the same video that I used when I was starting my journey back in 2015. It's an excerpt from the Nickelodeon anime series Avatar. I love Avatar. It's one of my favorite shows ever. And even though it was like a children's cartoon for me growing up, it had a lot of useful information in it. And when Aang, if you watch it, when Aang was learning how to open up his chakras with the guru, I literally used the questions that guru asked to help me on my journey with opening my chakras, and it hits. Like, it really, really hit. So that's where I'm getting the information from for today's video, because it is very beginner friendly and I found that it was very useful. I don't want to take credit for the creator's work or the writer's work, so I'm gonna link that video down in the description box if you guys want to check it out. But I'm basically just taking what is in that video and putting a little bit of my own spin on it, putting a little bit more information in, but that's the basis of what I'm using for this video that I'm creating for y'all. So just wanted to put that out there. Yeah. Okay, so if you see me looking down, it's because I have my notes here, just in case. So right, first let's start with what your chakras are. So we have many chakras, but the physical ones within our body, we have 7 of them. And chakras are essentially pools or wheels of energy within our body that helps our energy to flow, starting from the bottom of our body, moving upwards. They say that as you move through each chakra, you are then at a higher level of enlightenment or self-actualization, or just overall healing and being able to really connect to your divine source, your higher power. So many people have worked on their chakras over, centuries at this point. And I find that it really helps me to pinpoint what I might be feeling, what I might be going through. It helps me to feel more just that I can actually do something. Like, I'm in my power, when I can pinpoint what it is. Oh, this is an issue I might be having with my root chakra, which, we'll get into, or this is like I'm having throat chakra issues. It helps me understand better how I can help myself and improve my situations, my behaviors, all that. So Yes, there are 7 chakras in the body, and they each have a specific purpose. And because they have specific purposes, there are specific emotions that can block these energy pools, which will prevent positive energy from flowing through our body. When these chakras are balanced and in alignment, we feel in alignment, we feel good, we're healthy, mentally, physically, and emotionally, and spiritually. So it's important to have these chakras balanced as often as you can. Oftentimes people will check in with their chakras every single day. Others make sure to do it at least a few times a week. So yeah, it's really important to check in. I will say as well, opening your chakras is intense. People don't always tell you how intense it is, and nowadays with how, I don't know, in my opinion, I feel like spirituality has become trendy for a lot of people, and it's a marketing strategy for a lot of companies and businesses as well, which, you know, to each his own, but working on your chakras is intense shadow work. And if you don't know what shadow work is, you can look it up. I can also make a future video that's more detailed about what shadow work is. But essentially, my personal definition of what shadow work is ego work. It really dives into your pain, your suffering, your anger, your hurt, your ego. So shadow work means that you really have to look at yourself, not just the parts of you that you like and your good attributes, but also really looking at your darker side, the things that you struggle with, the things about you that maybe aren't the best, that you can work to improve. And it takes brutal honesty, and oftentimes it really dives into your past, your upbringing, your childhood, and all of those wounds that you still carry with you. So again, when you're truly doing the real work, and you are invested and committed and devoted to healing, to evolving, to growth, to being more in tune with your higher power, to being able to really hear your God and that voice, it takes work, and it's going to be uncomfortable. And that's how you know you're doing the work, when you're uncomfortable, because we know that with uncomfortability comes growth. If you can push through your discomfort, or sit with your discomfort, I should say, and really understand it and accept it and release, that on the other side of that discomfort is growth. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. Okay, so let's start with your root chakra. Your root chakra is at the base of your spine, or your tailbone. It's the first chakra in the all 7 that you have in your body. The root chakra deals with the earth element, and it's red in color. It deals with your survival and your safety. So are your needs being met? Do you have everything you need to feel safe? Your sense of belonging in the world, you know, feeling like you belong, feeling like you're a part of something bigger than yourself, feeling secure, feeling rooted and grounded in yourself, in your life, in your environment. That all has to do with the root chakra, and it's blocked by fear. So fear that you won't have what you need, fear that you won't have resources, fear of what you might be on the receiving end of from someone else, feeling like you don't belong, feeling detached and uprooted from your life, from your surroundings, from your home, from your community. Those are all things that will block the root chakra. So with this root chakra, Guru in the video asks, what are you most afraid of? Allow your fears to become clear. So as we go through all these chakras, you guys, when you get to the point where, you know, we're asking the questions are being asked, I highly recommend you take out a notebook and you write the question down and you really take time to meditate on the answer for each one of these chakras. It really is so crucial. Like, don't just, it can be the immediate thing that comes to your mind, but usually it's more deeply rooted than that, which is why I said earlier, this is intense shadow work. Really take some time to sit with yourself. If you can get into meditation, that's even better. Really meditate on what all of your fears are, your biggest fears, the biggest ones that ail you the most, right here, right now, right? What are they? Really lay them out. Really allow everything that you're truly afraid of to become clear to you. Once you recognize what you're so afraid of, I want you to recognize as well that fear is an illusion. When we're afraid of something, we're usually in a state of anxiety over it, right? Which means that we're living in the future, not in the present, which there's nothing for us to do in the future. We can't control that. Our power doesn't lie there. Our power lies in the present. So once you can really bring yourself back to the present moment and realize that you have everything, you have all the tools, all the resources that you need right here in the present moment to set yourself up for the best case scenario, you can surrender your fears. Once you realize and you tap into the fact that you are capable, that you are strong, that you have everything you need, that the universe always provides for you, that you do have a support team, even if it's not who you want it to be, that you do have support in whatever way, whatever avenues that you do have, and really having that trust that as you show up to events in your life and situations into your life, that you will have what you need to take everything in stride, and that everything will work out for its highest good. Surrender your fears. So what are you most afraid of? Allow your fears to become clear and then surrender them. You have now opened up your root chakra. So also, I decided to add some healing crystals for each chakra that you can use, that you can sit with, meditate with, wear to help you. So right here I have black obsidian. It's a bracelet, but these are the black obsidian beads. And then this is brecciated jasper. It's red and it has pieces of green, black and gray in it. So these two crystals are really good for your root chakra. They're really good at grounding you, releasing negative energy, releasing those fears, cleansing your auric field, protecting you. Root chakra crystals are usually all very protective stones. So yeah, those are some stones that you can wear or meditate with or even lie with. You can put it under your pillow when you sleep, and that will help you with your root chakra work. All right, moving on. We are now on to the second chakra, which is located under your belly button. It's my belly button's right here. So it's under your belly button / your groin area, okay? So that's your sacral chakra. It is the water element. It represents the water element, and it is orange in color. This chakra deals with pleasure. Anything that brings you pleasure and sexual energy, creative energy, sensual energy, and it's blocked by guilt. So Guru said, look at your burdens. Look at the things that burden you. What do you blame yourself for? That's the journal question. That's the question to meditate on. What are your burdens? What do you blame yourself for? Accept what has happened and forgive yourself. So all the things that you blame yourself for, all that baggage you're still holding on to, that's all stuff from the past, right? It's already done. It's already happened. When you can release guilt and really accept that you did those things, or those things happened to you, or yeah, that you did those things to other people, or you did those things to yourself. Once you can accept it, you can finally forgive yourself. And when you forgive yourself, you can actually learn from it, right? Because our mistakes in life, the things that we didn't do well the first time around, the things that we might have messed up, they all serve to teach us something, right? To help us learn. We learn from those things. Those are our lessons in life to help us grow and evolve. We're gonna make mistakes. We are not perfect. We are human beings living a human experience. So once you can really accept your mistakes, the things that you blame yourself for, you can forgive yourself, you can release, and you can learn and move forward. Once you've done that, you have opened up your sacral chakra. Really great crystals for your sacral chakra include carnelian, which is honestly one of my favorite. Carnelian is so good with motivation. It's really good at motivating you to get up, get going. It's really good at helping you have that inner strength, vitality. It's really good for artists or just people looking to tap more into their creativity. And then, okay, I'm gonna save this one for the next one. But yeah, so you can wear some carnelian, meditate with it. It's great. I love it. All right, so now we're on to the third chakra. This one is called the solar plexus, and it is located in the abdomen. I like to think that it's right above the belly button up until your rib cage, kind of. Your solar plexus is yellow, and it has to do with willpower, your will, your strength, your determination. It also has to do with joy that you feel in life, happiness, contentment, and confidence as well. Your sense of self, really, your identity. I like to think of the solar plexus as like the sun in the tarot deck, right? In the tarot cards. It helps me just add more context to it. What brings you joy? What brings you that vitality in life? Having fun, just playing. That is the solar plexus. So it deals with willpower, joy, and confidence. It is blocked by shame. So what are you ashamed of? What are your biggest disappointments about yourself? So sacral chakra and solar plexus can sometimes be overlapped in a lot of ways because they are very similar, but there are distinctions. Remember, the sacral chakra is what you blame yourself for, what you hold yourself accountable for still and you haven't forgiven yourself for. The solar plexus is all about how you're disappointed in yourself, right? What you could have done better. What standards you held yourself to that you couldn't meet, essentially. So what are you ashamed of? What are your biggest disappointments about yourself? That's the journal and meditation question. Accept yourself in totality. Give yourself grace and compassion. Kind of what I said with the sacral chakra a little bit. You know, forgive yourself. Accept that you make mistakes. Accept that you're not always going to measure up to even your own standards, let alone someone else's, right? And give yourself that grace of like, hey, I'm not gonna be perfect all the time. I'm just not. And that is okay. And once you can accept those things about yourself, you gain a clearer vision of who you are. And when you're giving yourself grace and compassion, you're not hard on yourself anymore. And nobody can tell you about you because you already know about you and you own it. You're not ashamed of it. You're not disappointing yourself. You know what I mean? You're not a disappointment to yourself because you carry grace and compassion for yourself always. And then you can radiate that outward to others. So the solar plexus also has to do with the fire element. I don't know if I said that earlier, but some great healing crystals for the solar plexus is citrine. I love citrine. I have a huge one in the living room, but I just wanted to grab this chip because it's just easier to handle at this point in time. But citrine is really good for compassion, joy, also creativity. It's also a luck stone, a good luck stone. I keep a little piece in my wallet, whatever wallet or bag I'm using. I'm sorry, someone's doing laundry and the machine just went a little nuts. Sorry about that. But yeah, so citrine is actually really good at attracting abundance, money, honey. So it's good to carry in your wallet or in your purse to attract more money as well. Then we also have tiger's eye. I love tiger's eye as well. I think it's so beautiful. Tiger's eye can also be used for the sacral chakra, and it's also good for protection, really having a clear vision of what it is that you want and the drive to go and get it. It's a protective stone as well. I'm not sure if I said that already, but yeah, those are great stones for your solar plexus. And yay, you have now opened up your solar plexus chakra. Okay, moving on. We are now onto the fourth chakra. Now we are at the heart. So the heart chakra is located in the heart, the center of your chest, right here. Not like your literal heart, but right in your chest, right? The center of your body. It's the center of all these chakras as well. It's the meeting point for the upper level chakras and the lower level chakras. This is where it meets in the heart. The heart chakra is green in color, and it deals with love. All matters of the heart. Not just romantic love, but love, period. The love that we have for ourselves, the love that we have for our family, our friends, our partner, our coworkers, people that we meet, just the overall love that we embody within our lives. And it is blocked by grief. So lay out all of your grief. Realize you are love, and there is love all around you. Energy does not die. So usually when we feel grief, we think that something is gone. We think that something has ended. We feel like something has been taken from us, right? Or someone has been taken from us, and we're never going to find it again. We're never going to feel it again. And this mourning, this grief that we feel, and grief is necessary. I don't want you guys to think that any of these negative emotions are bad. They are just negative in polarity to what we want to be feeling most of the time, but they are necessary. You cannot have one side of the spectrum without the other. They both go hand in hand. They're halves of the same coin, not separate, okay? So what grief are you still holding and carrying around with you? Where do you feel like something has ended or something has been taken from you, or that you're never going to be on the receiving end of love again? Where do you feel that in your life? Do you feel that in reference to your friendships? Do you feel that in reference to your romantic partnerships, your family, whatever? Maybe you feel alone. Take a second to recognize that, again, energy does not die. You know, if a loved one has passed on, that love still lives on. All the love they gave you during the time that they were alive, all the ways that they poured into you, all the knowledge that they gave you, all the jewels and the gems, that time, that energy, it's still there. It still exists because it exists in you, and it exists in the world, and the things that they touched, and the other people that they touched, and the things that they did, what they left behind. And also, just because their body isn't alive anymore, it doesn't mean that their energy, their spirit, their soul is gone. They're still here, and they're still sending you love. They're still sending you strength. They're still looking out for you. It might just come around in other ways. Also, take a second to look at maybe where love still exists outside of that person, outside of whatever situation, right? Maybe that friend is gone, but you still have a loving partner. You still have a really loving family. You know, you have other friends that pour into you. You might be attracting new friends that are going to love you for whatever season, however long, right? So also, you are love. You are love. You were created out of love. Doesn't matter what the situation was with your parents. God, spirit, source, whatever you believe in, whoever you believe in, they all orchestrated your birth into this lifetime at the exact time that you came out, okay? That is an act of love. You are love. You have love within you. The love you attract from other people is a reflection of the love you have within yourself. So recognize that love. I'm spending a little bit longer on this chakra because it's so important. Okay? Once you realize all of that, you can release your grief. And in order to release it, you have to feel it first. Lots of times people think that with the heart chakra, oh, if I'm feeling grief, my heart chakra is out of alignment. Da, 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 da. Yes and no. You have to feel grief. Like, the tricky thing with the heart chakra is you have to feel it. If you don't feel, you're not in your heart. So even if you are feeling grief, it's a good thing, because as you allow yourself to feel it, you can allow yourself to express it. And with expression comes relief and release. So you have to allow yourself to feel it in order to let it go. Okay? A really popular crystal that everyone knows about for the heart chakra is rose quartz. I'm not going to, deny it here, but I would like to go into some other crystals that you can use for your heart chakra. And my personal favorite besides rose quartz is jade. I have a jade bangle that I wear all the time. And jade is honestly one of my favorite crystals of all time. I use it I wear it on a regular basis now, but even before I had this bangle, I used it almost on a regular basis, or I would wear it as a necklace or keep it in my pocket, keep it in my bra. Jade is great at healing the heart. It's a stone of peace, harmony, compassion, health, wealth, abundance, prosperity. It brings people together and it really does heal. So jade is an excellent stone for your heart, as well as rose quartz. Okay. All right, moving on. We are now in the upper chakras. So the next one is the 5th chakra. It's your throat. It has to deal with sound, and it is located in the throat, and it's the color blue. This chakra deals with truth and is blocked by lies. Not the lies that other people tell us, the lies that we tell ourselves. So, what lies do you tell yourself? You cannot lie about your own nature. In order to unblock this chakra, you have to recognize the lies that you tell yourself. What are you running away from? What do you refuse to acknowledge? What do you refuse to acknowledge about yourself? What do you refuse to accept about yourself? What are you still blinding yourself to? What are you distracting yourself from? Okay? The only way to unblock this chakra is to seek the truth and to express it, to know what your truth is and embody it and own it and express it to people, to yourself, to God, whoever, whatever. It's so important. The throat chakra also has to deal with wisdom as well. Because once you know your truth, you have a certain wisdom as to what your life is going to be, what you need to be doing in your life, who you need to be in order to create the life that you want. So seek the truth. Don't live in the lie anymore, okay? Be honest with yourself, be upfront with yourself, and allow yourself to express it without shame, okay? This is also one of my favorite crystals. So a great crystal for your throat chakra is lapis lazuli. I love this. It's one of my only large palm stones, and I will literally just meditate with it, roll it around in my palm time and time again. This is the stone of truth and wisdom. It helps bring divine intel in for expression throughout your life, okay? So that's a great stone for your throat chakra. And now that you're not lying to yourself anymore and you see yourself for the totality of who you really are, and you can accept it and express it wholeheartedly, ta-da, you have opened up your throat chakra. All right, next we are on to the third eye chakra, right in the middle of your forehead. And this is the chakra of light. It is violet in color, and it deals with insight, seeing through. It's blocked by illusions, and the greatest illusion is separation. So when your third eye chakra is open, you can see through all the bullshit. You see things for their true essence, their true nature, not just what is on the surface, but beneath the surface. You see through. You see beyond the veil. You see beyond the disguise, beyond the front. You see things for their true nature, people for their true nature, for what everything really truly is. So the only way to unblock your third eye is to recognize illusions. Recognize the illusions that you have about situations, about people, life, whatever. Recognize where you're only allowing the surface to tell you what you need to know, instead of trusting your intuition and your divine intel to look further and look more deeply. The greatest illusion is separation. That we are separate from other people, that we are so different, that the world is all separated. No, we are all one and the same. We are all parts of the same whole. A lot of us want the same things in life. We have the same goals. We have the same aspirations. We want union. We want love. We want peace. We want health. We want joy. We want family. We want to be able to play and enjoy our lives, whatever that looks like. Underneath, we all want the same things. We're not that different. And when you can recognize where you've been separating yourself from somebody else or something else, or from the world, or where someone has been doing that to you, once you see past the illusion, through the illusion, past the surface, beneath the surface, that is how you open up your third eye chakra. And you have to be able to accept what you see. It ain't always pretty. It ain't always what you thought it was, but you got to be able to accept it. And that is how you open up your third chakra. Your third eye chakra, my bad. Great stone for your third eye chakra is amethyst. Handy dandy. Amethyst is a really good conductor for bringing in more divine intel as well, and psychic ability, which your third eye chakra also has to deal with psychic abilities, you know, having like a sixth sense for something, essentially. So yep, congratulations, your third eye chakra is now open. All right, this is the seventh and final chakra within the body. It is your crown chakra, and it has to deal with thought. It deals with pure cosmic energy or divine intel. It is located at the crown of your head, and it is indigo in color. Okay, it deals with the pure cosmic energy and is blocked by earthly attachment. So ask yourself, what attaches you to this world? What are the earthly material attachments that you have? Attachments of the flesh, materialistic attachments, attachments to other people even, attachments to a passion, a hobby, you know, whatever it is, a purpose. What are your earthly attachments? Let them go. Let them all flow down the river. All the things that you hold so dear to you, all the people that you love so much, all the passion projects that you have, whatever you have made this life's purpose for yourself to be, you have to release all of it. You have to release the outcome of everything that you're aspiring to, because it's all earthly attachment. Meaning at the end of the day, it don't matter. You can't take it with you. It is only during this lifespan. It is not the greater picture for you, for everything that your spirit and your soul is meant to learn and enjoy within existence. So once you can let go of your earthly attachments, that is how you open up your crown chakra, and you open yourself up to the pure cosmic energy of the universe, and you allow source, you allow God to steer you, because that is your ultimate connection to God and to your higher power. All right, the crystal for your crown chakra, I love this one too, is selenite. Selenite is great at clearing the body, the whole body, of negative energy. Also developing psychic abilities and connecting you to your higher power, your higher source. All right, guys. So that is my rendition of the Avatar 7 Chakras video. I hope that you were able to get something from this video. I hope that these questions really help you on your journey to opening and balancing your chakras. Again, this is not light work. Take it easy. You know, when I first started, I spent weeks on one chakra at a time, sometimes even months. Sometimes I might be working with one for a longer period of time, because there's more gunk and muck there, you know, to work through and to release, and that is perfectly fine. Take this all in your own divine timing. I hope that the crystals were a nice addition, and that you maybe even picked up some crystals that you might want to purchase for yourself and work with. If you have any other questions, please feel free to comment down below or email me. All my information is in the description box below. I'll have more tarot videos up for you guys soon. Follow me on Instagram if you want to get any more goodies. I do card pulls on my stories over there sometimes. I do a weekly card and message of the week. All my announcements are over there as well, especially any goodies I might have with the upcoming launch for my new website for mindful messages and the mindful apothecary that I've been working on. Also check out my SoundCloud, throw me a like, share it if you like my music. I would really appreciate it. I hope that this video finds you guys really well and it brings you everything that you need. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night wherever you are, and that you are constantly always on that journey back to self, because there's no other place to be. Love you guys so much. Until next time.